Hello, this is Larry, and I just wanted to make a video in reference to my first tightening. So before I get to that, I'll go ahead and rewind back to when I first got braces. So it's been about 1 month since I had my braces on, and if you look back at the last video, you can tell that I'm actually speaking a little better, so which is a good thing. Um, so I'm not, so I really didn't know how my teeth were gonna feel after I got braces, but for the most part, it really, honestly, obviously, it didn't hurt. But about for like the next day or two, my teeth were really sensitive. So anything that I would bite down on, like food, it just felt like your teeth, they were just really sensitive. So I can't say it's 100% comfortable, but it's not something that you would have a problem with, like you wouldn't be able to eat or anything like that. So there's just a little discomfort, but after a while you get used to it. You start eating, towards the back of your mouth. So you're gonna make it work. That's for the most part really is it that was going on throughout the month, just the sensitivity. After I got braces, it does make you a little self-conscious just because obviously whenever you smile or you open your mouth, you obviously do have these, metal contraptions in your mouth. And also, the way you talk, unfortunately, you do get a lisp. And, I don't know, looking on different YouTube videos, mine seems to be a little more than others, but I am getting used to it, and I don't know, you just kind of have to realize that you're definitely doing this for yourself. So if I have to have a lisp for the next 2 years, or if I have to look, weird in pictures, I'm okay with it, I guess. But you're definitely doing this for yourself, and you're definitely improving your smile, improving your health. So that's really all that matters. So if anybody possibly makes fun of you, or if you feel uncomfortable, just know that I'm going through it as well. I'm in my 30s and I have braces, so it gets better. So I guess going to my tightening, I was pretty confident that throughout the month, I was brushing well, I was flossing, I bought a water pick, so that really did help me a lot in reference to getting my teeth clean. So whenever I got into the chair, they obviously asked me what rubber bands I'm wanting. So I went ahead and got the navy blue. Last time I had the black. And I really didn't know what to expect. So for the most part, they did change my rubber bands. They didn't change over the wire yet. Basically, they just wanted to see that my expanders were working, top and bottom. And that's it for the most questions, because there was a couple questions I had throughout the month that I went ahead and saved whenever I saw them again. So the first thing was in reference to the bottom of my teeth. Like I do have where I might have bitten on something and it kind of, I don't know if the bottom of my teeth broke or something like that. But I asked at the end of the 2 years or whenever I get my braces off, would he go ahead and buff out everything on the bottom to make sure that everything's straight. So she told me that the doctor will go ahead and buff out and make your teeth straight, but obviously until my teeth are straight, they can't do that, obviously. So that was my question. I'll go ahead and show that in a little bit. My second question was about whitening toothpaste. So for the most part, I think every toothpaste, for the most part now, has whitening in it. I asked them, you know, how does that affect my brushing? I heard don't use whitening toothpaste. Sometimes they say it doesn't matter online. I went ahead and asked my doctor, and he said for the most part, you know, whitening toothpaste is not going to affect, like, it's not going to discolor your teeth in a sense, where whenever the braces come off, then am I going to have discoloration? So he said, you know, I shouldn't have to worry about that. She did advise me to use, I believe she uses like Crest. They make a non-whitening, so that's probably what I'm going to use next. I think for the most part, that was my questions. I can't think of the third one I had. I might have had a third one. But yeah, overall the appointment went well. So going back after a couple of days after that, I was eating a sandwich and I just felt anytime you like bite down on your teeth, like I was saying before, you do get, you know, sensitive feeling. So unfortunately, that's what happens, but it's not, you know, painful where you can't maneuver through it. You just take a little longer to eat. So other than that, I can't really think of anything else. I'll probably do a separate video on the different items I use, like the water pick, electronic toothbrush, also using picks to get what I use to get food out of my teeth, like say throughout the day, and also flossing. So look forward to that on the next video. So that's all I have for the most part. I can go and show you my teeth. So I did realize last week that I actually had some gaps in my teeth that weren't there before. So right here, there's a gap that's starting. I do still have big gaps. And this is what I was referring to. And kind of the teeth are kind of like chipped off. These are the bottoms. Again, they're still crowded, so again, I'm still into my first month, so I can't really expect a lot of change, but there's like 2 canines. I'm gonna go back there in my extractions and hopefully fit fine. So that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to my teeth becoming straighter. Hopefully in the next couple months I can see more changes. And yeah, I'm really excited. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and put them on the bottom. Leave a comment. And that should be about it. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.